You know what it is? We got the hoodie on, we got the long pants on. It's starting to get cold outside again. And that means that I love the weather a lot more, but it also means that installs on the outside of the car, which are coming very soon, are gonna be a lot harder to do because it gets cold outside. So that kind of sucks, but at the same time, the cold weather is fantastic. And I want to remind you guys, because it is getting cold, I do have merch available. I link it in the description of every single video that I produce. So go pick up a hoodie, go pick up a shirt, go pick up a sticker, go pick up anything. All those proceeds are just going towards my build so I can get better content for you guys. Let's get started with this video. What is going on, guys? So before we start talking about what is in this wish packaging right here, there's two things I wanted to say. Number one, the reason Pennsylvania sucks with the car scene and everything, and it's something I noticed on the way to where I'm at right now because I need to pick up some new shoes. So we have pretty strict exhaust laws, as in you can't have any welds, you need a muffler, and you have to have cats. Now, unless you know a shop, they're not gonna be able to get an aftermarket exhaust here. I saw probably one of the riciest Civics in my life. Huge wing, slammed to the ground, and it was absolutely silent. Like, yeah, I know, I don't want the noise pollution of Hondas either, because they just sound like dirty lawnmowers. Sorry to my Civic friends. It was a silent, and it's like unsatisfying. When I was living in Florida, every other car was loud, and it was really cool, and I enjoyed that. That doesn't happen in Pennsylvania at all. Number two, one of the reasons I love driving a BRZ is because there was a Type R, like, just driving by. And like, he kind of, he gave me the looked up and down my car with his eyeballs. And it's just a cool feeling that like, people respect you in the car community for driving a BRZ, even if you have a faster car. BRZs, man, they're sweet. Why do you have to park next to me like that? Really? I park in the corner near no cars so people avoid parking next to me. And what happens? People park next to me. If you see a race car or a sports car or a nice car parked out of the way next to a curb, like this guy in his G whatever that is, I didn't park next to him. I parked out on the curb away from him, but not right next to him, because that's how people hate people sometimes. Like, now I feel like I have to just move my car because she had to like squeeze out. All right, now that I'm annoyed, check out what's in here, and I'm pretty sure I know what it is. So I'm gonna try to, yeah, it's what I think it is. So wish packaging is always the best because they give you this envelope and then they give you this. Now, I really hope this is exactly what I think it is. So if you drive, this definitely does not look anything to what I was expecting. If you drive a Subaru, you have a reverse lockout. And if you want to change out your shift knob, sometimes it's kind of annoying. So explain this in my shift knob video when I got my TTR BRZ shift knob from Zero Custom Shift Knob. So make sure you guys check them out. Really good work. But the thing that they do is they cut it deep. And cutting it deep is really cool because it will go over your reverse lockout. So when putting it on here, it covers a majority of everything. I mean, it's not tightened down. But the problem is you can't run other aftermarket shift knobs with this car because of how the reverse lockout is. Now, I told you guys I had this Pokeball shift knob, and I might actually run this for a little bit because I like Pokemon. But the thing is, you look at it and it's completely flat on the bottom. There's no indentation. This isn't even gonna screw on. This pattern is completely off to what I need it to be. So this kind of ruins half the video right now because I don't have the right adapter for it. Does this reverse lockout thing work? So I'm just gonna give you an explanation then. So pretty much when you have an aftermarket shift knob that is flat on the bottom, it doesn't sit correctly at all. And what I mean by that, actually, do I have my old shift knob in here still? I'll explain it with this shift knob. So I'll put this one on now. So when you have a shift knob that's flat on the bottom, it does this. It's all the way screwed down, but you can see this little plastic part is always gonna be showing. And that's not the most good look. It just makes everything look really cheap, and it doesn't look good at all. That's when people come and invent shit, like this little black thing that I got. So what you do is you screw it on, and then you screw your shift knob over top of it, and it kind of covers the hole for you. So now you don't have that plastic part showing anymore, so it looks a little bit less cheap. Now this shift knob already looks really cheap because it's half broken, but this part is really crucial, I think, if you drive a Subaru and you want to run like a cheap aftermarket shift knob. Now, cheap aftermarket shift knobs like this Pokeball, I like the ball shape, and I don't know why I didn't get the ball shape when I got this nice shift knob, but I was feeling a little bit different, I guess. But now with that adapter, you can run whatever shift knobs you want, and it'll sit flush and it'll look good. And I think that's really important because, you know, some people don't want to spend $80, $90 on a shift knob because shift knobs for some reason are really expensive and I don't know why, but I don't want to spend $80 on a shift knob, so I don't. So you go to wish.com and you order a shift knob. Usually it has all your adapters that you need. Usually Pokeball one did come with adapters, but I don't know where I put them because I don't know where I put them. Now, just because I showed you that little piece doesn't mean to click off this video now. We still have some things to say, so stick around because I got to go find some shoes now. I'm in the back corner of a parking lot, and there's another car behind me, parked next to him, car parked next to me, and then there's like 8 spots until the next car. Why do people have to park next to the cool cars? I never understood that. So I'm walking around the outlets because I need some new shoes because these shoes are, well, they're getting not black anymore, they're starting to turn brown because I wear them all the time. But I either want some Vans with a certain color pattern or Nike SBs slip-on, or even if they're laces, there's a certain color pattern I want. We have a Nike store in these outlets here, and our Nike store doesn't sell Nike SBs here, which is ridiculous because it's Nike and you sell all these shoes, but you don't sell that shoes. Nike, please sponsor me. I just don't get it. So I didn't get my new shoes. I might just have to order them online because apparently you can't go to stores and buy them because they don't sell them in stores. It's funny saying that because I saw a sign the other day that said stop ordering online because it wastes like more gas emissions or whatever. If you guys don't sell in the stores, I'm forced to order it online. I'd rather go pick it up at the store because I like holding my product before I actually get it and I hate waiting. You guys make it really difficult to do that. So now I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna try to find the adapters for my Pokeball shift knob because I kind of do want to run it for a little bit. I'm still gonna be running my Zero custom shift knob all the time because this shift knob is custom to me and I think it's really cool. But Wish is really good for making shift knobs, I found out. They have their adapters usually. So far, all the shift knobs I've had, which has only been 2 of them, have been actually really nice quality. Like this actually, it has a weight to it. This one's not scuffed up. Like when I had my Dragon Ball Z one, it was pretty scuffed up. And this part came out after a few months of use, but at the same time, it was still a nice shift knob that I ran for a good amount of time. So they're pretty good at that. I almost made a dum-dum and said I was gonna order car parts on Friday when I get paid, but then I realized it's Friday and I got paid. So I'm gonna go order car parts when I get home now. So hopefully in the next week or 2, we have some cool car parts coming in, some cool installs that's really gonna transform how the outside of this car looks. I'm still trying to get in contact with one company and they're just not answering my emails or my DMs or anything. So I might actually have to call them up, which I really don't want to do, but I might have to. All right, I really have nothing else to do today. So I'm gonna leave you guys off here. So comment, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Keep doing you, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.